Imagine the scent of fresh blossom filling the air, the soft hum of bees flitting from flower to flower, and the bright green shoots of new life pushing through the earth. This is the vivid and vibrant spectacle that nature performs for us every year. It's rebirth, a renewal, a fresh start. Doesn't this vibrant scene seem a more fitting start to the year than the dark, cold days of January? Many ancient cultures thought so. In fact, they celebrated the new year in the spring, aligning their calendars with the rhythms of nature. They saw spring as a time of rebirth and renewal, a perfect symbol for the start of a new cycle. For those of us on a spiritual journey, this alternative way of viewing the new year can offer a fresh perspective and a chance to align ourselves more closely with the natural world. So let's embark together on an exploration of why spring could be considered the real new year and how embracing this perspective might enrich our spiritual lives. Spring is synonymous with the reawakening of the earth after the sleep of winter. Trees bud, flowers bloom, animals emerge from hibernation, and birds return from their winter migrations. It's a time of growth and abundance, of life bursting forth in all its vitality and diversity. From a spiritual point of view, spring represents rebirth and renewal. It's a time when we can shake off the old and welcome the new, both in our personal lives and in our spiritual journeys. The energy of spring encourages us to grow, to reach out towards the light, and to embrace new opportunities. By celebrating New Year in the spring, we align ourselves with this energy of renewal and growth. We open ourselves up to the possibility of transformation and change, just as the earth transforms itself each spring. Many ancient cultures celebrated the new year in the spring, aligning their calendars with the rhythms of nature. The Romans, for example, originally had their new year in March, which was the start of the planting season. The Persian New Year, Nowruz, is still celebrated on the spring equinox. These traditions understood the symbolic power of spring as a time of rebirth and renewal. They saw the new year not just as a time to celebrate, but as a sacred time of transformation and new beginnings. By adopting a similar viewpoint, we can reconnect with this ancient wisdom and bring a deeper sense of meaning to our New Year celebrations. Consider how powerful it could be to start your year with the energy of spring behind you, propelling you forward into a new cycle of growth and transformation. One of the key benefits of celebrating New Year in the spring is the opportunity it gives us to align ourselves more closely with the natural world. Nature moves in cycles, and by aligning our own rhythms with those of nature, we can tap into a deep well of wisdom and energy. Think about it. As spring unfolds, you can set new intentions or goals for the year ahead, just as the earth is bursting with new life. As summer arrives, you can focus on nurturing and growing those intentions, just as the earth nurtures the growing plants. In the autumn, you can take stock of what you've achieved and prepare for the winter's rest, ready to start anew with the arrival of the next spring. This is a very different approach to the traditional January 1st New Year, where we often set ambitious resolutions and then struggle to keep them in the dark, cold days of winter. A spring New Year offers a more supportive, nurturing environment for our intentions to grow. For those of us on a spiritual path, the spring New Year can be a time of deep renewal. It's a chance to let go of old patterns that no longer serve us and to embrace new ways of being. It's a time to reconnect with our inner selves and with the divine, however we choose to perceive it. Imagine starting your new year with a ritual of cleansing and renewal, perhaps by taking a walk in nature, meditating, or simply sitting quietly and setting your intentions for the year ahead. This can be a powerful way to align yourself with the energy of spring and to kickstart your spiritual journey for the new year. So why not consider embracing spring as your new year? It's a chance to align yourself more closely with the rhythms of nature, to tap into the energy of renewal and growth, and to bring a deeper sense of meaning and purpose to your life.